Welcome back to the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet Countdown. So today on the countdown, guys, I want to talk about Gimmighoul. Gimmighoul is a good little boy that I love. I can tell you that right now. As you've seen in my last episode of the team picker, I'm going to put this little Gimmighoul boy on my team because I love him. Such a unique idea with the chest idea. I think it looks very, very cool. Like, I feel like if you were going to do a chest, like, it needed to be cartoonish, and this is very cartoonish. So I'm very excited to see all of the information we can find on Gimmighoul because it looks absolutely amazing. So, let's talk about it. Gimmighoul is the coin chest Pokemon. It's, of course, Pure Ghosts, which if you remember, a couple of countdowns ago, I talked about Pure Ghost Pokemon, and we only have a little bit, and so now we got Greavard and Gimmighoul added to that list, which is absolutely wild. Its height is just simply 1 foot, it weighs 11 pounds, and of course its ability is just Rattled. So interesting Pokemon. I don't know if it's gonna be super competitive by any means, but I'm super excited to see how it would play into it. Of course, evolution-wise too, which we'll talk about in a bit here. Let's talk about Gimmighoul's roaming form as well, because it has two different forms, one being the chest Pokemon and one being the roaming form. It seems that Gimmighoul has a second form called roaming form Gimmighoul. This kind of Gimmighoul does not hide in a treasure chest. It's small, carries a single coin on its back, and can be found hiding all over Paldea. However, since they run away as soon as a person approaches, it seems not a single trainer in Paldea has ever managed to catch one. Surprisingly, roaming form Gimmighoul has been spotted in the world of Pokemon Go as well. It appears that Mr. Jock, our expert on biology of Pokemon in the Paldea region, and the Professor Willow, who had been carrying out research alongside a trainer in the world of Pokemon Go, have joined forces to devise a way to catch them. Please wait for future announcements to hear all about their research. Okay, absolute mouthful to talk about. Absolute mouthful there. There is a lot with Gimmighoul. Gimmighoul is a very interesting Pokemon where I think you're probably going to be able to use both forms if my guess is correct. Probably very similar to Combi or anything like that. I don't think it's going to be a super gender difference by any means, because I don't think this Pokemon's going to have gender in my opinion. But at the same time, I don't know what would delineate them between themselves. So I guess if you caught it with a chest, you're probably going to be able to evolve it, as they teased in the actual trailer for the Pokemon. But if you catch a roaming form and you use it, then it's only going to be roaming form in my guess. It would never evolve. I don't think they would do a split evolution by any means, but it could. That'd be really interesting, actually. So you could choose whether, hey, this evolution is good or this evolution is good. I don't know. To me, it seems like the chest form will evolve while the roaming form will not. And there's no way to add a chest to the roaming form, as far as I would tell. I don't think there could be an item that's a treasure chest, but I kind of doubt it at the same time. Talking about an evolution, though, there is a kind of an interesting theory of mine, and I don't like it necessarily. If you remember back to, the good old, Sun and Moon days, there was a Pokemon called Meltan announced, of course. So Meltan evolves into Melt Metal, and in order to actually accomplish that goal, you have to catch an exorbitant amount of Meltans and get all these Meltan candies that you need in Pokemon Go. And then you can transfer it over, or I don't know, I think you have to do it in Go, and then evolve it in Go, and then transfer it over to the games, where you can use the Gigantamax Metal in Sword and Shield, and just regular Metal in Sun and Moon. I am very scared that they are doing something like this for Gimmighoul. Not necessarily the same thing, of course, because Gimmighoul is still going to be able to be caught in Paldea, probably both of its forms, in my guess. Because why would there be a roaming form in Paldea if you can't catch it? So my guess is that there's either going to be a way to do it in-game or a way to do it through Pokemon Go. So what I'm thinking is that you're going to have to catch Gimmighoul, or at least, you know, approach them and battle them, and maybe they'll drop their coin. And you have to collect, well, the idea, I guess, would be 999 coins. As they told a little story in the actual trailer that talked about the girl that gave 999 coins to a Gimmighoul or something like that. So it's going to be quite a bit of an effort if it's going to be only Pokemon Go. Nixer last time actually mentioned a pretty good point, that there could be like sacks of gold that you could like collect throughout Paldea that make it easier. I would definitely love to see that, definitely, because I want to be able to see what this evolution is, of course, without having to play, you know, 20 hours of Go or whatever. I mean, I have Go, I don't have it downloaded, and I don't really care about it, but at the same time, if they're gonna make me if they're gonna force me to do this, I don't know. I don't want to have a sour taste of Gimmighoul in my mouth because I had to be forced to play Pokemon Go in order to evolve it. So that's why I say I hope there's a way to do it in game instead of just through Pokemon Go. So that's my 2 cents on that. But let's talk about the rest of Gimmighoul's information. Talk about its personality, basically. It hides in a treasure chest and moves slowly. These Gimmighoul hide inside sturdy treasure chests. While this provides them with a solid defense, the treasure chest's weight causes Gimmighoul to move slowly, making travel difficult. It is not uncommon for a chest-form Gimmighoul to be mistaken for an antique and taken home or sold to an antique store. Wow, that's kind of sad, but kind of not at the same time, I guess. I mean, the goal of Gimmighoul is to get money, so maybe it steals its own money? I don't know exactly. Very interesting, though. It makes it seem like it is somewhat connected to the chest itself. So maybe this form of Gimmighoul does not grow legs like the roaming form does. Maybe this one is legitimately just legless and it's connected to the chest itself. Or the gold in the chest. Who the heck knows, though? And then Gimmighoul controls people and Pokemon, making them collect coins. When Gimmighoul senses a person or Pokemon draw near, it ambushes them, and then it uses ghost-type energy to control its target, forcing them to collect coins. Because it often hides in warehouses, shop corners, and other places people and Pokemon don't frequent, it tends to keep persistent control of those it does not manage to encounter. Okay, so, you know, similarly to, like, the story they told where that little girl, like, you know, gave a coin to the Gimmighoul, and then eventually she just kept doing it over and over and over again. So something very similar to that, which is kind of fun, kind of unique. I don't think it's going to play into game, obviously. I don't think it could have to do with something like an evolution's ability, maybe, but I kind of doubt it at the same time. The only thought I would have is maybe it like entrances the target, and then like it they drop more money when you win. So like something like Payday would be kind of interesting, or even just have a move that's like Payday. I'm sure this Pokemon can learn Payday, actually. If it can't, then I will be very disappointed. But Gimmighoul is a super fun Pokemon. I love him. He's a little boy. A little ghost type boy, which I'm very interested in. I'm gonna definitely be adding it to my team. Of course, like I said last time, my team is probably gonna change. We're probably gonna find some Pokemon that I have no idea about right now, and I'm probably gonna fall in love with it. So hopefully we're able to find those. But Gimmighoul is definitely one that is going on my team. I just wanted to mention something really quick. I apologize that the countdown has kind of been lacking recently. I have had a lot of work. My schedule for work changes quite a bit, and it doesn't leave me with a ton of time, or like I have time, but like when I get home I'm so dang tired that I just need to go to bed, and so I don't really have a ton of time to make sure the countdown is out. I am going to try my best to get the countdown out every day until the game comes out, and that is including the weekend. I'm going to do the weekend this time because we have many Pokemon to talk about still, and I want to get every Pokemon talked about all the way through till we get the games. We are one week from the games. 1 week. Get freaking hyped.